Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm going to start a series on my channel, and I want to start off by saying that I am not good at just sitting down and talking, and I've realized that through tag videos and also through filming this video twice already and it coming out like garbage, and this is my third attempt because I just really want it to be a decent video. I want you guys to be interested in what I'm saying, and I want you to be able to understand what I'm saying, because sometimes I just trail off and I don't even realize where the hell my head is. And here I am talking about my new series on my channel, and this whole series is going to be about colorful makeup, but more colorful eyeshadow. That's the thing that I love and I love to work with, and that is going to be the main focus on my channel. So I wanted to start this series because, first of all, let me tell you what this is. So this is going to be a long series about all of my colorful eyeshadow, comparing all my colorful eyeshadows, seeing if there's any shades and eyeshadows that I want to add to my collection, and also seeing if I can mix different shades to create the ones that I'm looking for. It's just going to be a long, drawn out thing, and I'll kind of explain more as I go. But basically, this is colorful eyeshadow on a budget. And I don't know what this series is going to be called yet, but you will have seen it in the title. And this first episode is going to be me showing you all of my eyeshadow palettes that have any colorful eyeshadows in them. Even if it's a neutral palette with a couple, I'm showing every colorful eyeshadow that I have today. And it's going to be a quick overview because I am going to do episodes dedicated to each color that I have as well. So I will show and swatch live all of my blue eyeshadows, compare them. What do I still need, or what colors am I still looking for, and do I have any dupes of anything, and do I need any other eyeshadows? So basically there's like I said, there's gonna be a lot of things. So that's why I had a very hard time explaining this in my first couple videos that I filmed, and I was also really sick and I shouldn't have been doing it, but I was very excited to do this anyway, so I just kind of did it and coughed my way through it. So here we are trying again, and I have a few notes in front of me just so that I don't forget anything that I want to say. And I do want to say thank you to my friend Carmelita James on YouTube. If I do this right, her picture will be right here. And she helped me kind of come up with some ideas for this series. And so basically what happened is I told her I wanted to do some sort of budget series to show people that maybe you don't need to buy all the new palettes, you don't need to spend all your money, check out what you have first and things like that. And she kind of gave me a few ideas to add into this as well, which one is mixing different eyeshadows to create a color that I want, and another one is creating looks. So say, I'm just going to use this as an example, say the Zulu palette just came out and everybody's seeing tons of people reviewing this and doing looks with it on their channel. I will try to use colors I have because I don't have the new palette that came out, and try to recreate some of those looks and prove to myself that I don't need to buy that new palette. That's kind of the end point, like the end game with this whole series, and I don't plan on it ending anytime soon, but that's kind of where I want this to go. But the first episode, obviously, like I said, is going to be showing you my eyeshadows. Then each episode after will be dedicated to one color until I get through all of the colors of my eyeshadows. So I will also say that if for some reason I find an eyeshadow palette that I forgot to mention in this video, I'll definitely let you guys know as I'm doing my swatches and things like that. I forgot to show you this. I also have this one. And I also do want to say that this isn't me saying that I'm not going to buy anything, because there are going to be some things that come out that I do buy, and it's not going to be very often. It'll probably be few and far between. And I just bought the Zulu palette, and I actually just did a first impression with it. So you'll see this look eventually. I think you're going to see this video first, but I had to use it. And I'm really excited that I got it, but like I said, I just bought that, so I'm going to try really hard to not be buying too many things, but I will still be purchasing new things, obviously, for my channel. It's just something that I am going to want to do, and for myself as well, try out different formulas and stuff, but for now, we're focusing on colors and focusing on using color on a budget and using what you already have. So I hope that made some sense. And let me just look at my notes and make sure I'm not forgetting any points here before we get started. All right, so I think I'm good. I think that I kind of explained what I want this series to be, and I hope that everybody understands the point of this. And I think as I continue to do episodes for the series, it'll kind of become a little bit more clear, because as I show you all of my colorful eyeshadows, there's a lot of them that I don't even reach for, but I'm excited to compare all of my colors. So like say, okay, I've been really into blues and greens, so probably blue or green will be my first swatching episode after this one, and I will swatch every single green eyeshadow that I have and compare them all and see all the different shades, and that will help me kind of get more into everything I have, because I tend to just use one palette when I'm doing a look, and I want to start to dive into my other things and get a little bit more creative with it as well. So with all of that being said, I will just go ahead and start showing you all of the colorful eyeshadows that I have, because I just kind of want to get through that part. It's not going to be anything crazy. I'll show you the palettes and that's kind of it. So let me start with a few like single items that I have. I have these two Stila eyeshadows. This one is in Sea Siren and this one's in Freedom. Got them both at either TJ Maxx or Marshall's for not more than like $7. And those are the only reason I have these. I wouldn't pay full price for this. Like I said, I am a budgeter and I need to keep myself in check. And I do go to TJ Maxx and Marshall's pretty often to see what they have, and I have got a few things from there, which you'll see as I keep going. I also have these liquid eyeshadows, and I do have a blue one somewhere too, which I can't find right now, and I don't know if I'll ever find it because I haven't seen it in a while, and my kids like to fuck around in my room, and it's probably gone forever. It's in the abyss. These are from Smoke and Mirrors. These are just called glitter eyeshadow, and I got a 5-pack of these actually from Five Below. It was $5. So basically these were $1 a piece, and it also came with like a silver, a dark gray, but I'm not showing those because those are not part of my colorful collection. I do still use silvers though, so if you guys want to see my silver eyeshadows, I can do that too. And also let me know about whites and blacks. I mean, obviously there's nothing really to compare besides formula, but I can totally do that with things that I have if you guys feel like you want to see them, so just let me know. But I am starting with, you know, all my colors. And if there's a specific color that you're dying to see, then also let me know about that, because I can get that color done before I do some other ones. And then oh my god. Okay. For a couple more single eyeshadows, I got these at Sally Beauty. There's a green one and a blue one, and they're just single eyeshadows, and they were 50 cents each in the clearance bin. I'm telling you guys, I'm a bargain shopper, and I actually haven't even used these yet, so I do want to keep these out in front of me so I can try to get some use out of them. And now I'll just get into my palettes. All right, I'm gonna start with Profusion because I do have a few things from Profusion here. One of them I'm not gonna open because I need to clean off. I had a couple shades in here, Shatter, which is fine because they were like neutral shades that I didn't really use, but the shimmers in here are actually really pretty, and I'll be including all of these in my swatches. And then I also have this Pro Eyes book from Profusion that I got at Target. I think it was like $10, and it has concealers and eyebrow stuff, eyeliner, and then eyeshadows on the side. And really, I mean, there are some colors in here. There's like a green, a blue, some reds. So I will include those as well. And then I have two palettes like this. So this is the Sienna's palette, and this is one of the first palettes. Ooh, I'm gonna hit myself in the face with it. This is one of the first palettes I bought to use like on my channel because I had seen some people using Profusion. And this one I just ordered online, and it does have a decent amount of colors in here, even though they're all like oranges and reds. There's still a lot of them, and I do actually remember liking the formula of this palette, and I haven't used it in a while. And there's a yellow in here, so a lot of these will be included. I got this one, which is the Chocolates palette, and I got this at Marshall's for $6.99. So these palettes are usually $10 a piece. Like if you buy them at Walmart or whatever, they're like 10 bucks. This one was $6.99 at Marshall's, and there are some greens and reds in here. Not too many, but obviously I'm including every color, so I just want to show you every palette. And next I have a couple of palettes from NYX. I have this one, which I took the wrapper off, so I don't know where that went. And I got this at either TJ Maxx or Marshall's just a couple weeks ago, and this was, I think, like $6, $6 or $7 I got it for a NYX palette. I mean, that's not too bad. NYX is kind of like the more expensive end of drugstore. But I got it because I really liked the colors in here, and also, I mean, this is more of a satin than a shimmer, but I don't have anything besides matte oranges, so I wanted that color, and I knew that I wanted to add that to my collection, but I have done a video on this, don't know if it's up yet, and I liked the formula in here, so let me just open it up. Most of these, besides the neutral colors, will be included in my swatches. And then, of course, I have my NYX Ultimate Palette in Bright, and I just did a video using all of the shades in this palette, so I'll link that above if you want to watch it. I don't have any complaints with this. I like it and I need to use it more. I bought it and I used it a lot. When I first got into color, this was my first colorful palette, so it has a special place in my heart. I used it a lot when I first started using color on my channel, and then I just kind of stopped when I started getting other things, so I definitely need to make sure I'm using this more, and I'm excited to swatch it against my other colors because I have a feeling there's some that are pretty similar to colors I have in the James Charles palette. And then this next one, I actually wasn't sure if I was going to include or not because this came in a holiday set with two other like very neutral palettes. One of them I don't even have anymore, I gave away. But this one is the Too Faced I Believe in Pink, and I'm not sure about this one because this is also very neutral. There's this bright blush that I've never used that I actually do want to try out at some point. Oh, maybe I'll try it right now. Let's put a little blush on, shall we? Oh, it looks very pink. Because I don't know what else I have this for. I don't use it. I never have used it. I've like swatched the colors in it, but that's it. And I never used the other ones either, except for maybe like a black that was in it. But they're so neutral, and I'm not about that neutral game anymore. I just love the color. Actually, I probably will hang on to this for the blush just because I don't have a blush that's this color and it would be fun to use. But I'm not sure about adding any of these into my colors, and that's going to be another thing. Swatching them is really going to show what color they are. I probably will add a couple of these in with the pink swatches just to see what they look like, and some of my swatches probably won't turn out to be the colors I was expecting, and that's fine. I won't keep those in mind for my color selection. And then I have two palettes here from Makeup Revolution. I have this one, which is the Fierce as Fire palette, and this one I actually got for free from Ulta. I purchased a while ago the Makeup Revolution concealer, and there was a free gift if you purchased from Makeup Revolution, so this was in there. And I think these are all supposed to be eyeshadows. I'm not sure if these are supposed to be highlighters. It does not tell me. Oh wait, highlighter ingredients, pigment ingredients. Okay, so I guess these are highlights from what I'm understanding, which is kind of cool because I actually haven't used them as highlight. I actually really haven't used them that much at all. But this white one looks interesting. It's pretty. I did not mean for this to be like a whole put my makeup on video, but I'm just gonna try things as I go. But anyway, there's all these really pretty colored eyeshadows in here. There's this orange, which again, I said I didn't have an orange shimmer, and hello, right in front of my face. So this is what I mean. I need to know what I have. So I think this is going to be really good for me, and I hope that I can encourage you guys to do the same thing. If you're on a budget like I am, you might have things that you don't even realize you have. And then the other Makeup Revolution palette I have is this one. This is the Dark Rain palette, and I got this in the clearance section at Ulta, and I think I got it for $5 or $6, not more than $6 for sure, but I can't really remember. So the top row is mattes, whoops, and the bottom row is shimmers. So I thought that that was really cool that it's kind of the same color, but just the different formula. And this palette isn't bad so far from what I've used from it, but yeah, I'm excited to swatch these ones. The next ones I'm going to show you are a little bit weird because for Christmas, if you saw my full face of Ulta makeup, I got a couple big Ulta kits for Christmas that had a bunch of makeup in them, and if I just leave everything sitting in the kits, I'm never ever going to use it. So what I did was I cut up like the plastic things inside and put things in baggies and put everything away like in my places where that makeup should go. So like my eyebrow gel, cut that off, it went into one place, just stuff like that. So this is the eyeshadow from one of them, and I just cut it off and I keep it covered in a bag. This one you can see has a lot of different colors in it, and I used this one in my full face of Ulta makeup, and I actually didn't mind the formula at all. It all worked out pretty well, and I'm excited to swatch the rest of these and see what I got here. And then I have two more things from a different Ulta holiday kit, and it's just these little ones here. Also, they both have colors in them, so whatever colorful eyeshadows you see in here will also be swatched in their color related episode. And we're working through this pretty freaking fast, I would say. I've got a couple like little things here. I've got this Wet n Wild palette, and this is just some pretty purple colors in there and like a white shimmering brow bone shade. So I really think I only used this once. I bought it at Dollar General for a video I did in the past. And then I have this little Smashbox palette, which was a gift to me, and I really, really like it. I used it quite a bit when I first got it, especially like this color here, but this was when I was doing a lot of neutral eyeshadow, so I was afraid to even use these ones on the bottom. And this actually looks like it might be a shimmery orange too, and this is exactly what I'm talking about. But I mean, I still really like the NYX palette, and I'm glad I bought it, but I'm excited to compare all these orange shimmers that I now have and see how they compare against each other. It's not like super shimmery. I don't know. So yeah, there's that. So the colors in here. I've got a little random here that I purchased before I started my channel, and I actually didn't know that this was a knockoff of the Jaclyn Hill palette. I just thought it looked cool. And this just has some pinks and reds and then greens, blue, purple. So I don't remember loving the formula of this, but I'm gonna give it a shot and swatch them and see what happens. Oh, this is the Impressed You palette by Beauty Glazed. I got this off of Amazon for like 12 bucks. I have my Subculture palette. It's super pretty, and I actually really, really like this palette. I like the colors in here, and I love to use it, and yeah, no complaints. Next is my palette from X&O Cosmetics. I think at this point you guys have seen a couple of videos with me using this, at least one for sure, and it is just beautiful. There are some really, really pretty colors in here, and I feel like that I can do so much with this, and I need to use it more. I get so stuck on one thing once I get it, you know, like my James Charles palette, it's just like I'm gonna use it and use it and use it. So I need to definitely use this more, and I'm excited to see how these colors compare to the other things that I have, and it's just beautiful. I have used it several times, and I do really enjoy it. Some of the colors do have to be built up a little bit, but I'm totally okay with that. It doesn't matter. Next, I have my Chasing Rainbows palette by ColourPop, and this is one of the palettes in my project pan, and it has some really beautiful colors. I love the formula. This is the only thing I own from ColourPop, and I'm super impressed with it. I like it a lot. Next, I have two Morphe palettes. I actually forgot, and I wasn't gonna show this one because I just thought of it as a neutral palette, and this is the 35F Fall into Frost palette, and obviously it is very neutral, but there are some really pretty like red and purpley colors in here, and maybe even some burnt oranges that I do want to play around with a little more. This was my first Morphe palette, and I have barely used it, and my husband bought it for me. He actually like came to Ulta with me, which is insane, and he bought this palette for me, so I need to get some good use out of this because this one means a lot to me too, and I just don't use it. And I guess you can tell by this palette, but I am going to include like maroons and deep reds and burnt oranges and like all those type of shades, not like golds, but like, you know, I hope you know what I'm saying. I'm trying to explain this. And then my other Morphe palette is my James Charles palette, which you guys have seen several times on my channel. And I mean, this palette is just gorgeous. I just love it so much, and there's so many different colors in here, and obviously reds, oranges, like this is what I mean. That's a really deep red, or that's what it looks like in the pan. So maybe once it's swatched, I will decide it's a brown, but I don't really know. So I am going to include colors that I'm not sure about when swatching them, just because, you know, I want to give everything a fair shot, everything that I have. And I'm sorry I'm not focusing so much on neutral eyeshadows if that's what your thing is. I do want to focus more on my colorful eyeshadows, but once I get through all my colors, if there's other things that you want to see, I'm totally willing to include them, but you probably won't see me do many makeup looks with colorful eyeshadows or anything like that. But if you have similar palettes, or have the same assortment of palettes as I have, and you want to see different things compared to each other, just let me know, and I can definitely at least do swatches and compare things and talk about it that way. But I probably won't do many eyeshadow looks with neutral colors. I did just want to throw that in there. I know I have one other palette that's missing that I can think of off the top of my head, and that's my Rimmel Magnifies palette, the Jewels Rocks one. I'll put up a picture of it. I have it around here somewhere. I need to find it. It ran away. I don't know where it went. And then the last one that I just got yesterday in the mail because Juvia's Place was having a sale, and I just couldn't pass it up again, so I just went ahead and I got this. I got the Zulu palette, and that is what I'm wearing on my eyes right now, and you'll be seeing this look very soon. And I want to say that I'm just obsessed. I'm obsessed. I love everything about it. And you know, all these things, especially I got this for 40% off, and a lot of these things I did buy with my own money, and yes, I buy them at discounts, but you know, I have my house, I have my family. So that's what I need to be focusing on spending my money on. I can't be buying all the new makeup and all the new things. And like I said before, I definitely will be buying things here and there from like TJ Maxx and things that I really want, and I probably will wait for sales just because that's the way that I am. But as I add new things to my collection, I will definitely let you know. I will swatch them for you and go back to my old swatches and my notes, because this is going to be very intense for me. I'm going to have notes on every color in every palette, and I'll compare. I'll tell you how they compare. I'll look back on my swatch pictures. I will do all of that, compare them to the ones that I think might be close, and I don't know. I will give you as much input as I possibly can on everything, because this is my focus. I'm looking around right now, looking at the amount of things that I have, and this is crazy, and I need to use it, and I need to stop buying shit. I just do. I have plenty. I have plenty of makeup, and I can do enough on my channel that I don't need to be that person that is buying every new thing and reviewing it for you. And I'm not at all saying that that's a bad thing, because I love watching that stuff, and I love watching people be able to do that, because that's awesome for them. And I think that's great for them and their channel, but for me, it's just not possible. And I don't want to make anybody feel bad or anything like that. I love everybody's different styles, and everything that everybody does is amazing. And that's great for them that they can do all those, but I can't. So this is just me trying to help myself and also help you guys realize that if you can't do it, you probably don't even need to, because there are plenty of ways to make things work that you already have. So let me know what you guys think about this series. Give me your thoughts in the comments, please, because I'm, as much as I am excited, I'm also very nervous, because I know that this is going to take a lot of time for me to do, and a lot of energy and a lot of research, and I maybe will throw in some of my episodes later on, these are new things that are coming out that I'm interested in. So now let me see what I have and see if I really need these new things, you know what I mean? And there's so much to this that I want to do, which is why it's so hard for me to explain all in one video, because a lot of these first episodes are just going to be comparing what I have, but then I want to do so much more and take it so much further than that. I'm excited to do it, and I hope you guys are excited to see it. And if you're ready for the series, and if you liked this video, give it a thumbs up for me. And if you like me and you want to see the series, then subscribe to my channel so that you'll be able to see everything that I have coming out. I'm hoping to make this like a weekly, have one video out per week for the series. Maybe getting started, it might take me a little bit more time to figure out which way to do things works best, but that's my plan, and I've been talking for forever, so leave me some comments and let me know what you guys think, because I really do want your input, and I want to know what out of everything I said that I'm going to do is most important to you, or what you think maybe I should change a little bit to make it more appealing to you guys and to help you guys out even more. So I definitely want your input. I will totally take constructive criticism. I mean, maybe don't like shit on my head, you know, in my comment section, but I'm totally willing to listen to anything that you guys have to say and make changes if I think that those changes need to be made. So I need to stop talking. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I appreciate it so much, and I love you all, and I'll see you next time.